Okay, we're going to continue on in our Father's Word. In Revelation 12, verses 3 and 4, it tells us the dragon used his tail. The dragon is a symbol of Satan. The dragon used his tail to sweep 1/3 of God's stars, God's children. So God knew that he couldn't trust Satan anymore. That was 14,000 years ago. God came back to earth and found 1/3 of his children following Satan. So God knew he couldn't trust Satan anymore, so he created a Zoom and a Zoe. See, Satan's supposed to be a protecting cherubim of God's mercy seat. But Satan rebelled against God. It's Satan's rebellion called the Katabole. 14,000 years ago, God came back and found Satan leading 1/3 of his children. So, and he had to build the Zoom and the Zoe. And the Zoom and the Zoe don't have free will, just like the archangels. They don't have free will either. They do what God tells them to do. But God made Satan with free will. He made Satan beautiful. It says in Ezekiel 28, talks about Satan and how God made Satan. And Ezekiel 20:18 says the king of Tyre will turn to ashes from within. So Satan is already judged to the lake of fire, because he's going to turn to ashes from within as soon as God gets through using him to test his children. Now, the Zoom and the Zoe, Zoom in the Hebrew, Zoe in the Greek, either one, you can call them either one. These are creatures that God created to protect his mercy seat, to protect the Ark of the Covenant. So, these 4 living creatures, they had the face just the same way as the tribes of Israel were positioned out in the desert during the Exodus. You got to the south, you got Reuben. The sign for Reuben is the mandrake, or a man, the face of a man. And then that's to the south. And then to the north, you got the camp of Dan. That means judge. That the eagle is a symbol for the camp of Dan, the banner. And the east is the Lion of Judah. So you got the lion, and then you got to the west, you got Ephraim, the calf or the ox. And that's what the 4 faces of these creatures look like. Now we're going to start out here. This is Ezekiel 1. And this is Ezekiel trying to explain what this spaceship looked like. And this is the time of